Hi, this is Galaxy Grace with another, in fact, it's our 10th show with Akaku TV on channel 54 and 52. And we're going to be having several things happen today. I'm going to get a reading from Susan and Ribau, and she's going to actually give me a reading and talk about events that are happening with 2012. And she's going to find out who I truly am, what's going to come through, at least what they're giving her. And then I'm going to be channeling Sananda. And then Susan and I will talk about events that are occurring now with 2012, since we're entering into the close of the end of the year. The Mayan calendar ends in December, and what is actually occurring as much as possible, and share whatever they wish us to share with you, which is important because things are winding up. We're getting close to the end of the big changes and events occurring on Earth. So we're going to get started. Susan's going to mention exactly kind of what she does.
Hi, I'm Susan Ribau, and I'm a visionary, and I dabble in a lot of the energy healing arts. And I was born psychic, pretty much, come from a Hungarian gypsy background.
Wow, that's awesome.
And so it's in my lineage. I came through it genetically.
Yeah.
And I'm really honored to be able to work with Grace today. I've been visited by her people, as I call it, or her energies and entities that came the last 2 nights and been keeping me up. And I found out from her as well today that she's been up the last 2 nights as well. So
Yes.
I think we're going to be divinely connected here to
Share
share
important
what-
information
Yes.
with what's happening, and to verify that I am a member of the Galactic Federation, and I am from Sirius A, and I'm with the Syrian Nation. Therefore, work with Ashtar a lot in the Galactic Federation, and it's Sananda, who is Jesus Christ, and so he's going to be coming through today and share with you the important information, because this information needs to get out to the public, and so they know what's going to occur shortly. So we'll go ahead and get started. Do you need to hold my hand or do anything, or?
If I can just, I'm just going to hook up with your,
Okay.
I call your energy center.
Okay, I'm going to be
and-
quiet now and let her talk.
Okay, so on behalf of Grace, she's here to work out her past karma on the planet Earth, where she has done deeds in the past that she wants to clear up. So in order to clear up, she wants to clear up many lifetimes, like 300 million lifetimes all in one. Like, your job is certainly not easy. She's come here to facilitate world peace in this time of world transition. She comes as a light worker. All her negative karma has already been erased in the Akashic records, and now she's just doing her deed as a light worker to facilitate as quickly as possible what is quickly happening on the planet. She comes with a lot of love in her heart and has passed up a lot of her personal life at this time, just to work intergalactically at this time to facilitate as many people as rapidly as the changes are coming on the planet. Her message is of peace. Her message is also political. Her message is also spiritual, because guess what? Everything's all coming together right now on this planet, like the mer people, the space people, the spaceships, all these things that everyone thought just couldn't be believable are all of a sudden becoming very believable. And it's awesome. Grace says that, inner spirit is talking through me, by the way. She says it's awesome that, wow, it's just coming like this, and people are so accepting of it. Don't you find that rather remarkable, that they could be so accepting of things that they've never heard or experienced before? So this is physical proof when you see on the scientific documents about the mer people that they've been here forever on a very high frequency that was been trying to be destroyed by several different planetary functions, including, well, we won't go there. But anyways, okay, so at this time, recognizing that it's a very high frequency, that the high frequency is going to facilitate magical occurrences, but somehow we're going to be able to accept and move on into these things, whether we transform in light or physical form, or that's a combination of both. That's about the events that are coming that Grace is going to get into talking about. So, in other words, everyone's facilitating their frequency. She's here to help us, millions us, to pick up our vibrations, so that when the times are coming, so that the high vibration, the light vibration, can work over those dark vibrations that have been predicted, because nothing that was predicted has to happen, because we are capable of attuning the whole planet with this frequency. So that's Grace's job on this planet, is to do that, to make it a light experience and a beautiful experience. And she is definitely one of the leaders, and probably one of the first ones who will actually transcend into this new dimensional of being, which brings all the dimensions together at one time upon the planet. Thank you for sharing your soul. Thank you.
Thank you. That was wonderful, and I agree with many of the things that she has come out with. I am a multidimensional, you could term me ET, but I am an incarnated being in a physical body. I've had a physical life, been sick, all the normal things a human being goes through. However, my soul is from Sirius A, and I do work with Sananda and the Galactic Federation of Light, and we are also here as a federation with many other beings from higher dimensions, the angelic realms. Archangel Michael and his legions are here to assist Earth and the solar system and the galaxy to go through this shift. We're ascending to the higher frequencies. That's what all the Mayan calendars and the cycles are about. And as we do this, we raise our frequencies through prayer, meditation, song, dances, many different ways, crystal bowls, opening our hearts, because love is the key. Love is the greatest power in the universe. And that's what the Creator is all about, is perfect love and light. And that's both, male, female, dark, light, all working perfectly together, perfect balance. And that's what we'll be sharing with you today about 2012 and the things that are happening today. But right now, Jesus Christ, or Sananda, as you want to know him, he is going to come through. He has some important messages for mankind at this time. And then Sue and I will discuss it with as well as other things that we have read and shared and are going through ourselves, so that you can have a knowledge of what's about to occur, and not just chaos, but wonderful events that are about to manifest into our 3D reality. And so I'm going to remove my glasses and allow Sananda to come through. My voice probably won't change. He uses my body and my voice, but if it does, the inflections may change and alter. But we're going to go allow him to come in through me and share his message with the world. Beloved ones, I am here today. I come in love and peace and joy. Many events are about to take place. I know we've been talking about them for a long, long time, hoping to increase the frequency of the mass of humankind, to open their hearts and awaken them to the truth of what is going on. Many things have been happening behind the scenes. Many light workers have lost their lives and been killed and murdered or made fun of, and their lives destroyed with mockery and evil darkness. Yes, there is a dark side of the force, as you call it, but it's changing. Their hearts are opening to the light and to love, and many have changed to the other side because they wish to ascend as well. They wish to free their souls from this tragedy, from this experiment, from this mortality. Many things have occurred already behind the scenes. The money system is changing. It has now been changed to actually being backed by gold once again, as it was in the old days, backed by silver, gold, and platinum. These things are about to change. The money system that you know now in the United States will be changed. We'll have what they call the rainbow funds. New money's printed and actually been printed by the Ascended Masters, and the gold and the things have been taken. I just heard a story by one of your people who channel that they called it the Robin Hood effect, where the Ascended Masters have robbed the rich, and the Illuminati, who have stolen all this gold and silver over the centuries, have now been freed by the Robin Hoods and the white hats, if you want to call them, or the white knights, and have now been deposited in many countries and are being held sacred and held and protected by many of our good military, the white ones who have love in their heart for their mankind and for Earth. And they're protecting these to come forth as the Nassar funds, abundancy programs. There's also debt forgiveness programs coming out now. So your days of slavery are over. Most of the Illuminati, including the Queen, the Pope, and many of the other leaders of the Illuminati, if you want to call them that, or those of the dark side of the force, if you wish to call them that, those have been keeping you in slavery. are now have surrendered, are now being arrested, are now being removed from Earth, and have made agreements to leave Earth because her time is now. Her time to ascend. She is ready to move on to the higher frequencies. And those souls who are filled with love and light and kindness, doesn't matter what religion you are, doesn't matter what political agendas you have. It just knows if you care about Earth and you care about your fellow man and you are kind and loving, you will make it. You will ascend with Earth and you will become a higher being. These things are upon you now. Those things known as the 3 days of darkness, the 30 hours, as the Mayan call them, are upon us. Keep your eyes to the sky. There'll be a day of where the Earth seems to be shadowed. There's actually going to be a ship of the Galactic Federation and the higher frequencies that will come in front of the Earth and that will create like you would call a solar eclipse. The first 24 hours, it'll be only a partial. And normally your true solar eclipse will only last a few hours. But this will last for a full 24 hours, and you know something has changed, something's different. It'll become not total darkness, not black, but you'll still be able to move about and go home. Many of the announcements will come aboard on your radio stations and your TV and your internet. They will allow you and let you know what is occurring, and that all airplanes will not fly. All ships will come into port unless they're the huge liners, what do you call those, the big ships that have their own generators, will be able to still stay afloat on their own. You'll still be able to light candles, you'll still be able to use flashlights for the most part until you're in the actual shift. After that first 24 hours, you'll enter into what they call the 30 hours or 3 days of darkness. It depends on what's occurring and how quickly the Earth can shift through that moment of the photon belts. It's where the photons from the great galactic core which are now entering your solar system, flow over through the Earth and through the solar system and block out the sunlight because it's so strong. The light is so bright that it actually blocks out the light from your sun because it's a higher frequency and more love. Many of the animals and beings will go into a stasis, into like a sleep. There are those who are light workers and star seeds, they'll stay functioning until the very last moment. Many of those will be taken up into the ships to be transmutated into their ascended mastership. They'll be brought back right before the end of those 3 days of darkness or 30 hours of darkness to assist you when the wake-up period is. There'll be another 24-hour partial eclipse, and then you'll be into the higher dimensions. That shift, those 3 days of darkness, is called 0 point energy. It's called the null zone, null point. And that's where you will be awake, many of you who are the higher frequencies. You'll know what's happening. You'll stay home, be with your families and loved ones, do a lot of rest, relaxation. You should have a little bit of food and water to last those 3 days. Most people do have that in their house if they can. And have candles and flashlights so you can make it to the bathroom at night when it's really dark, because there will be no electricity, there will be no stars shining, there will be hardly any light at all during those 3 days of darkness. Very little. During the day, it'll be a little bit lighter, so you can go outside and kind of look around, but stay at home. Be at peace, nothing to fear. And we will be with you. Your angels will be watching over your guides. Galactic Federation is guiding you, watching over you, and protecting you. No one's going to invade the planet. No one's going to eat you. No one's going to take over. But the many things are going to be happening just prior to that, such as new interim government coming in to assist the world for world peace. War is going to end. Guns won't work. Bombs will not go off. We'll have world peace. Many of your children will be called home from wherever they are serving in the war. The new money system will have been implanted by then. The bank systems will be switching over. You won't lose any money. You'll just be switching dollar for dollar. Know that the computer system for your banks, when they close down for a few days, that's when the actual change in the computer systems for the banks will be working. And we just want you to be aware of these things. Pay attention, especially on the internet, so you can get the truth. Although there are people who are sending out disinformation, so be discerning. Know that what is uplifting, full of love, brings you good cheer. There's angelic messages there that can help you. Galactic Federation messages on the internet can help you. YouTubes are a wonderful tool that we've been using to get this information out, to get these things to help you for the events that are just about to occur. And Grace and Susan will go over some more of these events just after I finish speaking. But know that we love you. We are here to assist you. The Galactic Federation is being overseen by the spiritual hierarchy of the solar system and galaxy. They are here only to help you, not to save you. You have to do your part, and that's by opening your heart, be loving and kind. Help your fellow man. If they don't have food, give them what little you have if you can. Share blankets, share clothes, whatever is needed to those who are in need. Be kind to the animals. Go out in nature and connect yourself with oneness, with Gaia, and send her love and light. We have raised the frequency enough where there will not be major cataclysmic events. There may be an earthquake here or a volcano here, but the world is not going to be destroyed. It's going to move quietly and simply as the sun rises beautifully in the east and flows over you in warmth and love. That's how it's going to be. It's going to be gentle and loving and kind. And you'll awaken to a glorious you. And so I wish to send this forth through Gracie with love and light. Sananda Jesus Christ here, Ashtar from the Galactic Federation, is here along with me to share with you that we are here to serve and love you. And we have been here for many, many thousands of years. There are many light workers and extraterrestrial beings who have actually incarnated here to help you. Many of the Ascended Masters are walking the earth, like Saint Germain and Kuan Yin are here to serve you. Mother Mary, my mother, from that life as Jesus Christ, is here. There are many who love and have been serving you behind the scenes and touching hearts.